Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Sabrina and I make pottery and other artwork here on this channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I painted this here plate. I've been showing you the progress of this for quite some time now, from start to what will be the end. And after this I just have to fire it and glaze it and fire it again, and then we'll have a finished plate on our hands. I also wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. It is now 2019 and I am very excited to be starting the year out on YouTube. It's my goal to continue doing so and hopefully, finishing out 2019 on YouTube. I'm really excited to see where this thing goes. Let's get into it because I know you guys are real excited to see this plate, so let's get to it. So to start things off, I am just working on a quick little sketch. This is the second of two, I suppose. As you can see in the middle there, I had started a different kind of a thing and then I changed my mind, but the general inspiration here was kind of just traditional tattoos, because I've been trying to get into drawing that lately and I thought it would look pretty cool on a plate. But yeah, so I just did the sketch with just a regular number 2 pencil, and the graphite will end up burning away in the kiln, so that's why it doesn't really matter that, the sketch is kind of wonky, because it's not gonna end up looking like that once it gets fired. But anyways, now I am working on the line work in black underglaze. I believe this is Jet Black by Amico. And yeah, so just kind of going over the lines that I drew, the ones that I wanted to keep. I'm using a pretty thin brush for this. I think it was just a random one that I have had for quite a while, so couldn't tell you where it's from, but yeah, so just going over the moons. That was kind of rough. It was really hard to get a thin line, and yeah, and just it's kind of awkward to draw on ceramic surfaces just because they're kind of awkwardly shaped, but you gotta do the best you can. At this point I realized I had messed up and I think I colored the wrong part that I was supposed to leave white, so I went ahead and fixed that with my little metal hook tool kind of thing. That's really nice because you can kind of just scrape away the top layer of the underglaze and fix it. So I definitely do that quite a lot, just so my outside lines are really clean. That is the look I am going for. But yeah, so that's the line work pretty much done. I thought I would go ahead with the red on these roses. Since I'm going to be putting the black on top of it, I figured having the red down first would probably be the way to go. So just working on that. I'm pretty sure this one is just called Red by Amico. It's an underglaze. It's very, very nice. And yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate because I covered up the sketch that I had, and I think I liked the sketch of the roses more than the actual roses because it kind of ended up being a different style than I had envisioned, but I still enjoy it as a finished product and I look forward to you seeing it as well. And here I am now with Bright Green by Amico going in on the leaves. Same kind of thing, I'm going to be going over it with the black underglaze again, so just wanted to block out those colors and then going in with the black. But it actually took me quite a while to make this video. I filmed it over 3 separate days, once in November, and then I worked on it in December, and I worked on it the other day in January, and then I finished it. So it technically took me like 3 months to paint this, which, whoops. But yeah, I had around 2 hours worth of footage, so that's about how long it took me to actually paint this, and then I sped that up in Sony Vegas, but that only lets you do it by like 4 times, I think. So then it was a 30-minute video, but I still felt like that was going to be really long. So then I had to render that, but my laptop is really not the best for making videos at all. And so that took like 10 hours. And then I had to import that into another file so that I could speed that up and get it down to like, 10-ish minutes, which is hopefully what it ends up being. But yeah, so it was quite an adventure to make this, and yes, I would love to get a computer someday that actually can kind of handle this. That is the goal, but it works for now, that's for sure. This time I was working on the snake, which was kind of difficult because I don't draw snakes or animals very often at all, but snakes are just, you know, I had no idea what I wanted to do, so held off on that until I felt capable of doing so. But yeah, so I just went with like a little thin line down the back. I thought that would look kind of neat. But yeah, that was kind of difficult to do. I feel like working retail for these last 2 months has really hardened me as an individual or something like that. I definitely feel more like disciplined, but also just like working that much, I think, kind of disciplined me. 'Cause, I mean, it was rough to just be like, well, every day I'm gonna get up and I'm just gonna not do pottery. I'm gonna go out into the world and sell things for other people. But it was fun. I mean, I'm still doing it, but not quite as much. So now I have a little bit more time to make these videos and actually make pottery and other artwork and all the other things I want to be working on. Yeah, here I am going in with like some stippling. That was the way I decided to embellish our little roses, drawing those cute little lines on the leaves. But yeah, so I'm really glad to be able to spend some more time working on art. Really proud of this plate. I would love to make some things to kind of go along with this. That would be super cool. I also really like this angle that I shot the last bit from. I wish I had incorporated it more. So the last thing I needed to do for this was to paint the underside of it. So I thought like having a plate, you know, you kind of see the bottom of it a lot, like when you're washing it or just, you know, when you're carrying it around or what have you. So I thought it would be cool if the design continued on the other side. And yeah, so I just kind of drew out what I thought it would look like, and then same thing, went over it with the red, going over it with the black. I actually really like the way that the bottom of it ended up looking. You know, I might even say I like the bottom more than the top. At the end of this, there's a little video montage, so to speak, that I made. And I'm kind of proud of it, you know, based on like my knowledge of videography, which is relatively non-existent. But I feel like every video I make gets slightly better, and that's really exciting. And, you know, same thing, like every pot I make gets slightly better than the last one. Or at least that is the hope and the goal. But yeah. I also wanted to mention, with the time we have remaining, I'm very excited because next week I am going to be teaching my first ever pottery classes. I know, can't believe it either. That is so exciting. I have a beginner's class and an intermediate class, and they will both run for 4 weeks, and then I will be doing 4 classes total for each one. So that will be very exciting. That starts up next week on Tuesday, so super excited for that. I can't really believe it because I just started taking pottery classes myself a few years ago, and I never expected to be here. I never expected to be sitting here in my bedroom, talking to myself, making a video about me making pottery, talking about how I'm going to be teaching classes. Like, you just can't predict that kind of thing, but I could not have asked for a better turn of events, honestly. But yeah, so I will definitely keep you posted on how that goes, because I am sure it will be a wonderful time, and I will learn a lot, and hopefully I can teach people a lot of stuff, and it will just be a wonderful time on both sides. Just finishing up these roses on the underside of the plate. They turned out pretty cute, and then we will be cueing a little video montage that I threw together. But yeah, very proud of this, like I said. I mean, obviously there's a long way to go, but I am, you know, pretty pleased with it. But yeah, everything about this video, I think it's a cool plate. Hopefully the colors turn out a little bit brighter once it gets fired, and it looks even better than it does right now. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Don't forget to leave me a like if you enjoyed it, and a comment down below, and subscribe if you would like to see more from me. But until next time, this has been lit as fuck. Bye.